Good morning, students. How are you? Okay, so now today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 6. In this chapter, students, we are learning about the lines and angles, okay, different types of angles, and all those angles you know in your last previous classes. So I will review those types of angles first and then we will start the chapter. So let's start. So if first of all, if two lines, you have given two lines and they are intersecting each other, but they should be crossed. Okay, so like if one line is this one, the line is this one, you can see that both the lines are crossing each other. It must that both lines should cross. Okay, if they are crossing, then these lines are intersecting lines, and in this there are four angles. Four angles, as this angle 1, this angle 2, this angle 3, and this one angle 4. So now you can see we have four angles 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there are relationship in all these four angles. What are those? That if lines are crossing each other means they are intersecting. Crossed, it must that it should be crossed. If they are crossing, then you can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Means you can write here angle 1 is equal to angle 3, and in the same way we can write angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Means these angles are equal to each other, and the reason behind this is that vertical opposite angles. These types of angles which are opposite to each other, but in the case when the lines are crossed each other, on that case you can say those angles are equal, but if they are vertical opposite angles. And we will say of vertical opposite angles when the lines will cross each other. Only on that case you can say these are vertical opposite angles. Got it, students? Okay, and now we will let you know the next thing, and that is linear pair. So for that, for linear pair you have second is linear pair. In last we studied the vertical opposite angles, and now we are going to learn linear pair. So for linear pair, how you know that these are linear pair? In the linear pair, like if I have a line, one straight line, and if there is a line like this one, and like one line is this also. So there I'm giving name to the angles, like this is angle 1, this is angle 2, this is angle 3, this is angle 4, and this is angle 5. So you can see I have 5 angles here. In this one, how we will identify that there is linear pair? Linear pair is the meaning that if the sum of the angles will become 180 and that angles after adding become a straight line, then you can say there is a linear pair. For example, if you see carefully, angle 1 plus 2 and plus 3, if you add all these three angles, so it becomes a straight line. So in this case, you can say these are your linear pairs. Okay, so you can write that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 because these are linear pairs. In the same way, in this figure, there are some more linear pair also. Let's start to identify them. Okay, so I tell you that find a straight point. So if you see carefully, then angle 3 and 4, when I join 3 and 4, then it also become a straight line. So you can say that 3 and 4 are also our linear pair. Okay, is there any else which is linear pair? Yes, we have one more linear pair. 4 and 5. If I add 4 and 5, then it becomes again a straight line. It means also your linear pair. Okay. It's complete or anything else left? Identify? Yes, one more left, and that is, if you see 2 plus 1 plus 5. This is also a linear pair. So 2 plus 1 plus 5 is equal to 180. So like this, yes, you can see that we have linear pairs, so many linear pairs in this one figure. It is not necessary that there will be 5 linear pairs, it can be more or less, it depends on the figures. So, but you have to see that when you add those angles, it should become a straight line. If it happens, then you can say yes, those are your linear pairs. Okay, now let's start our exercise. So students, you have in your exercise 6.1, we have first question that have given a figure line AOB and one line is COD. There are two lines AOB and other is COB, and they are intersecting at point O, and one ray OE from O point is given, and we have given that AOC and BOE is 70. Means if I am adding angle AOC and angle BOE, it becomes 70 degree, and BOD is given 70 degree. Find आपने करना है angle BOE and reflex of COE. So you have two things which we are going to find here in this first question. One, angle BOE, and other, reflex of COE. So first, if you see that angle B, these are two crossed line, two lines are crossed, and it means here will be your vertical opposite line. So I can say that angle BOD is given 70. This is given. अब ये पता है तो I will know this angle AOC. So मुझे ये पता तो ये पता लग गया because these are vertical opposite angles. So I can write here angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. Reason is vertical opposite angles, and therefore angle AOC is equal to BOD कितनी आपके पास 70 degree. So angle AOC we got. तो अब आपने पता करना BOE, और you can see easily that AOC और BOE का सम आपको given है, क्वेश्चन में given है already. So I can write here angle AOC plus angle BOE is equal to 70, and sorry, but this is your 40. So 40. So it become 40. So when you put here value 40 plus angle BOE, this will be 70. So angle BOE is equal to 70 minus 40. So angle BOE is 30. इस तरीके से आपका जो एंगल BOE है that is 30. And in the same way, now we are going to find reflex of COE. For finding reflex, आपको पहले COE पता करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? रिफ्लेक्स पता करने से पहले हमें COE पता करना पड़ेगा. तो COE कहाँ पे दिखेगा? ये आपका COE, ठीक है? तो COE जो आपका है, if I add all these three angles, you can say it become linear pair. So I can write here that angle AOC plus angle COE plus angle BOT is equal to 180. The reason is, you know, linear. And now put the value here. Angle AOC that's 40, angle COE हमें find करना है, and BOE that is we already find 30 and this 180. So angle COE is equal to 180 and 40 plus 30 will become 70. When you take that outside become minus 70. So angle COE is equal to 110. So after COE this become 110, but we are finding reflex. So reflex of angle COE is equal to that you can find 360 minus the same angle. ठीक है, जिसका आपने रिफ्लेक्स फाइंड करना है उसको आपने 360 में से सबट्रैक्ट कर दें. सो कम 0 5 2. So 250 degree will be the reflex of COE. Got sense? Okay. Now let's start for question number second. So in your second question, okay, so now in your second question you have given a figure, and again if you see carefully there are again two intersecting lines, one is this one and another is this one, and this is already marked in your figure angle A, angle B, and this is your 90 degree. This symbol is used for representing 90 degree, and this is your angle C. ये आपका angle C है. So for this one the question is आपको given है A ratio B. तो हमने अपनी लोअर क्लास में ऑलरेडी कई बार पढ़ा हुआ, जब भी रेशियो गिवन होती है आप उसके साथ कोई वेरिएबल कंसीडर कर लेते हो. सो वी कैन राइट हियर दैट लेट A इज इक्वल टू 2t या कोई भी वेरिएबल आप लगा लो, एंड द सेम वे दैट T इज इक्वल टू 3t. ओके, सो यू कैन सी दैट इफ आई ऐड A B एंड दिस लाइन इट बिकम लीनियर पेयर. तो आप देख लो ये हमारा क्या बचेगा फिर एक लीनियर पेयर. सो आई कैन राइट हियर A प्लस B प्लस 90 इज इक्वल टू 180. द रीजन इज लीनियर पेयर्स. ये आप पे क्या बनते हैं, एक लीनियर पेयर्स बनते हैं. ओके, द वैल्यू ऑफ A इज 2t, द वैल्यू ऑफ B इज 3t प्लस 90 इज इक्वल टू 180. 80 plus 2t 5t and 180 minus 90. जैसा कि आप इक्वेशंस को सॉल्व करोगे. So 5t will become 90, then t will be equal to 90 from 5, 5 from 5, 40, 5 will become 40. So the t is 80. अभी आपके पास सिर्फ t आया है, मतलब क्वेश्चन इज फाइंड C. आपने C फाइंड आउट करना है. सो अगर आपने C फाइंड करना है, इफ यू सी केयरफुली देन यू कैन ऑब्जर्व दैट B and C मेक अ लीनियर. जो आपके B और C हैं ये दोनों आपके आपस में मिलकर क्या बना रहे हैं, लीनियर पेयर. सो आई कैन डू दैट हियर. मुझे एंगल B फाइंड करना पड़ेगा पहले. एंगल B कैसे है, 3t. So t into t, the value of t is 80. So it becomes 54 degree. एक आपके पास b की वैल्यू आ गई है, एंड आफ्टर दिस यू कैन अप्लाई द लीनियर पेयर. b plus c is equal to 180. The reason is लीनियर पेयर. b is 54 plus c is equal to 180. So c is equal to 180 minus 4. Then c is equal to 6 and 2 1. So 126 degree is your angle number C. And so now we are going to start our next question, and that is question number 3. in your question number 3rd, you have a figure, triangle is given here, and in this one you have given that angle PQR. PQR is equal to angle PRQ. Means these two angles are equal. So if two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, then we have to prove, and that is angle PQS is equal to angle PRT. This we will prove in this question. So for that one, first of all, you can see that if I am adding this and this, it becomes 180, means your linear pair. Before starting, I will give name to make the simple. So I write it name as angle 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So I can write here angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree, because these are your linear pair. So I can write here that it is linear pair. And in the same way, you can write that angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and that is also equal to 180 degree. It means it is also linear pair. As you can see, if you add these two angles, it will become a straight line. Okay, now from this equation 1 and from equation 2, you can see that right side is equal. Both right side are equal, so you can write that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to, you can write it from equation 1 and 2, that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay, and you can see, and already in the question it is given what? That PQR is equal to PRQ, means it is given angle 2 is equal to angle 3. ये आपको तरीके से given है question. So if they are equal, so we can cancel them. आप 2 and 3 को cancel कर सकते हैं. So angle 1 is equal to angle 4, which we want to prove. So you can just write here that angle PQR is equal to angle, so PQS is equal to angle PRT, hence proved. Understands? So like this, you can do this sum, and if still problem, see this again, and I'm sure you will understand the question. Thank you students, hope you like the video also, and you will learn the things. Thank you students.